New York, and on the new Hot 97 app. Ebro in the morning on Hot 97.
So Jermaine Dupri on V103 in Atlanta with Big Tigger.
Okay, so remember, there's all these rumors that have been flying around, but now Jermaine Dupri, he's basically saying that Jay-Z actually never told him to turn down his NFL deal. Remember, there were rumors going around that Jay-Z had called Jermaine Dupri because Jermaine Dupri had been offered like a similar situation, a similar deal when it came to the NFL. And the rumor was that Jay-Z called him and told him, it might not be a good idea for you to take it. So Jay-Z was on
Jermaine Dupri.
Jermaine Dupri was with Big Tig at V103 and basically said that never happened.
Got it. So who took that out of context? Because Flex now is saying on his Instagram, Flex is like, yo, Jermaine, the NFL, and Jay-Z putting that pressure on you. We spoke on the phone. Do we have audio? Where's the Jermaine audio?
Hove called me when he saw this clip. And he called me and we talked about the clip. He never told me don't do what I was doing. And I think that's the part that I see Flex said, confirmation. Everybody, like, when I tell people that he and I spoke, right, they run with that. That's not a secret. Everybody knows Jay-Z's my man, right? Me and Jay-Z is like this. Right. We speak. I didn't think that my friends and myself, me speaking to my friends is like a secret, right? So you asked me when I walked in here, did I speak to Flex? Yes, I spoke to Flex. Right. And I told Flex, I spoke to Hove. Right. Me and Hove spoke. From there, I don't have no control.
All right, so Funk Flex, if you go to his IG, he posted a clip of this interview. And he says, haha, I love you, Jermaine Dupri, for life. NFL and Rock Nation applying that pressure for you to backpedal. Body language is everything. It's Wednesday, bruh. This happened on Monday. I finally understand what Cap and Nessa have been experiencing.
Look, I wasn't a part of any of those combos, so I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave that to those guys. I saw a clip also of Jermaine talking about when I said it was trash that people were performing for the NFL's halftime. And I was like, Jermaine, that's some sucker-ish. And Jermaine and I actually spoke. My biggest problem with what everyone was doing during the Super Bowl in Atlanta is it was just during the Super Bowl in Atlanta. And it was just to be performing. That was it. That was my biggest problem. It wasn't a part of a bigger plan. There wasn't a bigger long-term play. That was my biggest problem, is they're using y'all to just quell things in this particular moment, but not over the extended, there's no extended life to the plan. The reason I've always given Jay-Z in this moment a wait and see is because I believe that there may be an extended plan. That's it. This could go completely left. We could be completely disappointed in Hove. But I would point to his track record and say, so far, we haven't been completely disappointed in Hove. Specifically in the last 36 months, where he's done a lot of work with regard to reform and justice and putting money into action.
He's done a lot of that. A lot of that.
So while everybody clamors around and spins around in an emotional circus, we've always on this program been saying Hove has earned a wait and see.
At the very least, a wait and see. I'm amused watching the whole thing. I mean, I think it's nice that Flex is interested. It's weird that this is the moment where he said he can now see what they've been saying. I didn't get that from Jermaine's thing. It's just interesting that was the catalyst, because I didn't see it.
So he's calling Jermaine a liar.
And saying he's feeling that pressure. I don't believe Jermaine's feeling pressure. I don't.
How do you know?
I just don't believe that. Maybe he is. It's just not enough that it would compel me in this case.
Well, if Flex, that's because we didn't have the conversation. If Flex actually had this conversation with Jermaine, which we don't know.
That's true.
But if he actually did have this conversation and Jermaine actually did tell him something and now he's saying something else, then.
Right, then Flex may have heard the change. I feel to a certain degree, one thing I'm frustrated about is we literally are now all acting as if the problems of America are completely represented by the National Football League. And while
Kaepernick's kneeling was a big deal, or is a big deal,
it wasn't.
It still is.
But once again, here's where Rosenberg's going.
But he was
before y'all cut it. Hold on, man. Before y'all get into all of this, all of it is always taken out of context. Is what Rosenberg is pointing out. Cap was never beefing with the NFL until he couldn't get a job. This wasn't about the NFL.
But now all we care about is the NFL.
And guess who made it about the NFL? Who made it about the flag? Who made
Donald J. Trump.
So then it becomes bigger than all of it. It's a reflection on America, which is what you just said.
Well, no, because when he first started
the
kneeling,
only reflection on America is the fact that we can't listen. We can't hear what people are saying, and we take things and spin them into crazy circus emotions without listening.
Well,
Kaepernick was specifically talking about police brutality, justice, social justice, abuse of power.
Yeah, and people that didn't want to hear that say, no, you should stop kneeling because you're disrespecting the flag.
Yeah, they made it a
so
disrespect against the flag.
And this was all
veterans.
before Donald Trump.
Once
Donald
again,
Trump just hopped
taking
on
it
that
out of
bandwagon.
context.
But yeah, I wouldn't let those people dictate what this is. That's not fact. That's their own emotion. I'm telling you, for me, Peter Rosenberg, this is about police brutality. While I wish the NFL did some things differently, one of the reasons I never protested the NFL and stopped watching is they are just like many other organizations that have major flaws that I support in one way or another. What I do not support, and what I will speak outwardly about all the time, is problems with police brutality.
Matter of fact,
The
right here
issue that we
today,
discussed.
right now in this city, a police officer lost a job. Another human being and family lost a life. Police in this city right now are acting like they're under attack.
We'll be
There was
clear.
a murder and someone lost a job.
But that's the union. Let's not say all police.
Okay, not all
Patrick
police.
Lynch and the PBA. That's what they're
Who does he work for?
the police benevolence.
And how does he get paid? From their dues and
I get from the union dues, I guess.
so you would think, which most police officers, it seems like, haven't been doing a good job of letting us know who's on which side of which issues, because they don't do a good job at that. This is bad, we disagree with that. This is good, we like this. They don't do a good job at that. It's all about silence and just do the job.
Yes. And following one message.
This right now, what's happening in New York City, is super, super trash with the police and Patrick Lynch. Acting like, oh, we're just going to take a hands-off approach now because clearly, fam, this has been going, this Panaleo thing's been going on how long?
5 years.
Yep.
5 years.
Look, check this out. The Police Benevolent Association President Pat Lynch has spent recent days pushing for a work slowdown, touring through precincts to inform officers that the patrol guide is now meaningless and that no one has our back.
So I say all of this to say that the real indictment on the United States of America is the fact that we have a problem dealing with the issue at hand.
Which is racism and white supremacy.
Well, it's more than that. It's abuse of power.
Right.
It's sensitive ass people in power who think that their power is limitless and they can feel and do whatever they want because they've been put in a position of power.
The NFL became a casualty throughout this situation. For
Well,
bigger
their
issue.
ratings doesn't look like it's really been that much of a casualty.
And the plight. I mean, well, they're not a full casualty, but you know what I'm saying? They caught a hit based on something
They took
that
a
has been
perceptual hit
plaguing us.
again.
There's some people who stepped away who was just
No,
like,
but
I'm
I
not
said
dealing
one
with
of my
them because
biggest-
they're representation of.
And my
Not
issue with
enough,
that,
Shawnee.
My-
Not enough.
Well, no.
Obviously.
Well, no, but not enough. But here's my issue. The reason it was not enough is exactly what we're talking about, because you have people like myself who care deeply about what the real issue is, but
don't
don't
step
think
away.
there was a motivation to be like, I'm done. You know who I'm going to stop? The NFL. It didn't work that way for me, even though I think it's terribly messed up. Colin didn't work, and I think they've done a lot of things that are stupid.